Hello everybody, it's Joe here.
Okay, I hope you brought something good to read today. There's an issue with the fuel system. We don't think it's anything terminal, but it is going to take some time to investigate and repair, I'm afraid.
Well, what a wonderful start. Hello everybody, it's Joe here, and welcome back to my F1 24 career mode journey. This is season 0, the F2 season. I've noticed a few issues with the game, and I don't know if anybody else has had this, but I've had these issues too. First off is obviously the changeable conditions one, where if the start is wet, you're locked on starting on dry tyres for whatever reason. But the second issue I've had is that there's been no AI retirements or mistakes throughout this entire career mode. I have not seen one, so I don't know. This is the halfway point of the season, and we are trying to do our qualifying lap, see where we go. Boschong is the car in 18th, so we want to make sure we're up on his time. Through turn 1 then, oh, that felt very nice through there, didn't it? It literally felt on rails, and we feel even more on rails as we come round to complete the first sector. Where are we in relation to Boschong? Oh, that's interesting. Only 700ths up, and I tell you what, that was a little bit of a faulty run through there as well. We didn't quite get the car dialed in. We had a nice run through turn 1, but after that, it's just all gone downhill. Speaking of going downhill, we're now going downhill on the circuit into the left-hander. That felt good. This corner is where time can be won or lost. In this instance, I definitely think we gained a couple of tenths, although running over the curb like that won't help us. Sector 2 is complete then, and again, we're not that far up, and that's a big slide. And wow, okay, that was a massive slide, so this is not going to be a very good lap, and we are going to have to go again, because this lap will not be a particularly strong lap. I think we are going to be a few seconds off here, especially with that slide. There we go, currently 21st. So we are going to have to go again. And already as we head to Sector 2, this is feeling like a better lap, but it's all to do with how we handle this corner. And that was so much better round there, wasn't it? And that could be the difference as we now head into the right-hander here. We're looking at gaining a potential second and a half as we complete the lap and go, a bit more, no! We've lost it! And we hit the barrier! Look at that then, just pushing too hard, catching the grass, and round it goes. Lucky not to do more damage than that, but that, wow, okay. The pressure is on this lap, and it's not quite as strong as our previous effort, but we're going to do our best to get to the end of the lap and try and set a decent one. It's looking good at the moment, and we're still looking at over a second worth of improvement, but it all depends on how we can handle the last couple of corners. That was fine, that was beautiful, and I couldn't have hugged that apex any better if I tried. What is the time going to be? It's a 25.0, and that only puts me in P13. The one thing we can say for certain is that has given us a lot of work to do in the main event. But considering we were on old tyres, the fact that we were able to get only half a second off a pole, that's decent. You know, I'm happy with that effort. And I think that if we'd have just been able to nail the lap together first time of asking, we could have been amongst the top 10 for sure. But that's not, so we're not going to lose hope here. We're going to go into this with confidence.
So it's all about speed in today's sprint race then. Not very many laps and no chance to get ahead on strategy. Who here today has the raw skill to take them to the top? And we welcome you to the Formula 2 commentary box. I'm Alex Jakes. Alongside me for this one is Mr. Alex Brundle.
Okay, P13 on the grid. I admit, this is going to come with its challenges, but I think we can put a strong race together. So let's give it the old college try. 13 laps, P13. If we overtake one a lap, we win. So let's, I mean, that's going to be unrealistic, but whatever. We're underway here in Spain, and it's not particularly a strong start as Cordial's going past. I've got Kushmini on my left as well, and Dennis Hauger is behind too. So Hauger not having a good time of things. I've been forced to try and look to the inside to try and prevent me losing further places. I'm blocked in by Cordial. Hauger's trying to look on the left. No such luck for him. So Hauger, our only double winner this season, having a miserable time in P16. But there's a line for me around the outside, which I'm going to take, and I've overtaken one car. I'm having a look at Cordial too, and I'm keeping my foot in it. But I'm going to have to back out of that one. My car is still semi up the inside, no way through there, and we've still got Kushmini on our right. Miney really not wanting to let go of P14, but he is going to have to, and we have a nice slide there as well, just to add to our woes. So we have lost a place off the start. It is P14 with Kushmini right behind me after having a pretty much a whole sector where we were racing him there. That outside line not providing more grip. I did have a little think about it, but it's not going to happen there as we come up to end lap 2, and another little slide. That's not a corner that I want to be doing that on. And I'll be honest, even at this stage, the DRS is not going to help me, because we've got another massive DRS train, which is not going to help things. Big look round the outside there of Amaury Cordial, but nothing quite happening there. We didn't quite have the momentum to carry it. This is going to get a little bit frustrating now, because we don't want to be waiting in this train of cars for too long. We want to get moving, but unfortunately we are stuck in the train. Another F2 DRS train. And drivers are just not breaking free of it. They're not getting clear of it. Everybody from first to last seems to be in it, and there's no clear way of breaking that train. I want to try and get closer to Cordial if I can, though, because that might invite an opportunity, and we're definitely getting close there. But unfortunately, Cordial pulls away initially on the straight, and we're trying to find a way. It's just not happening for us. And then just be bothering him. Look how close we are now. All over the rear of him. And this is a better exit. That was better for us. And now we've actually got a chance to stay on the rear of Cordial. The gap slightly opening up, but we should be able to send one, I think, into turn 1. That's what we do. We send one and we complete the move, finally. Moving ahead of Amaury Cordial. That was a beautiful, beautiful overtake.
Okay, mate, we've got more fuel in hand than we need, so let's push and use it all up.
So we kind of have to push, but the problem is we're a little bit stuck. But that's okay. The feature race, like I said, is going to be where the opportunities come. And I think maybe trying the alternate strategy in the feature race might be a really good way to go. Right, let's hassle Zane Maloney a little bit. Let's give the boy from Barbados something to sweat about. He might be from Barbados, but can he handle the heat as we're coming at him? And we're again very close to Maloney. But that slipstream, we don't seem to be able to really withstand a slipstream, but it is going to be another chance. He dive up the inside, and Maloney caught napping a bit there. Maloney trying to fight back at it, but not fighting back. And we've got past him. Next up is Fittipaldi. This is more like it. If we can start picking them off, we might be able to get some good points here. It's a shame that there isn't a let teammate by button when we get to the shore in a couple of laps. Now, we've stayed with Maloney, but again, I think he's going to pull a little bit clear. But I'm going to try a chance he won into one. He's a bit further ahead than some of the others have been. But Maloney still falling prey to us. Not Maloney, sorry, Fittipaldi falling prey to us there. And we're able to get clear of the Brazilian. This is for P10. And I'm really getting hungry for this one. Oh, there might be a look up the outside here for sure. Is having to give me a bit of room, but I've gone a bit deeper than I would have liked. But is there a little up and under that I'm preparing here? No, we don't quite have the momentum for that. But Verschoor's not quite got the run he wants. I'm having to go up the inside of the final corner. You do not see overtakes happen there. But we've just managed to pull one off. And that was a great move up the inside of our teammate. He's now at the mercy of Enzo Fittipaldi. I wonder if Fittipaldi's going to have a look. I don't think he does, but that was a splendid move. Happy with that one, and now we're 2 places away from points.
Richard behind. They are faster than you. Do you understand? They are faster than you. Let them through, please, mate.
Right, I'm going to choose to ignore that order because Verschoor is not faster than me. If he was faster than me, then he would be all over me, which he isn't. I'm closer to Doohan than he is to me, but I don't believe that information to be true as we try shaping Doohan up for exactly the same move. Doohan's a bit wiser to that, but we are getting they're starting to back up a bit more through some of these corners, and it's just allowing me a bit more leeway. Look at that, we're all over the back now of Jack Doohan, but look at the run he got out of the corner. Look at the launch he got. He was just completely able to out-launch us off the corner, and Doohan even going a little bit offline there. I don't know what that's about. Give him a little love tap. But Doohan there going a little bit offline, and I tell you what, they just don't have the grip they had earlier in the race. Doohan's had a bit of a wobble, and we've got past him, so they're all backing up. Something's going on here because they're backing up quite a bit, and I think we may even be able to send one on Novalak. Yes, we do, but there's contact, and Doohan's coming back at us now. So Doohan taking advantage of that contact, coming back on me, and Doohan retaking 8th place, and we've nearly lost it out the corner. Now I'm going to let Verschoor through, and Verschoor getting hesitant. Oh, but I think this, I would say this is going to be our finishing position. But if we have another corner like that, we might have some defending to do. We have had another corner like that, and we are going to have to defend because Novalak is coming at me here. He's going to go to the outside. Novalak having a go. No way through there. I shut that down before that can even be attempted. Oh, this has been a tough race, but I'll take P10. I'll take it. It could have been P8 with maybe a little bit better driving, but it is what it is. We still bring back a point for fastest lap with any luck. And Brad Benavides then is your winner here. It's P10 for us though.
Right,
not the best race.
Take care of the car on the way in.
Here's our winner, pulling their PHM Vacherouz into Parc Fermé then. What a fantastic race.
Well, whether you love or hate sprints in Formula 1, they definitely deliver. In Formula 2, lovely stuff. Great racing.
I'm thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of the race, but I'm sure it's nothing compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them make their way out onto the podium.
So Brad Benavidez is your winner. Roman Stanek getting a really good podium in second. Daruvala gets third. Then it's Vesti, Martins, Hadjar, Behrman and Doohan, your top 8. And that has relatively little impact on the standings. But the feature race could, unless we get our finger out. So, gonna have to really go all out in the feature to try and gain some positions.
Welcome to the Circuit of Barcelona, Catalunya. This circuit has seen some exciting racing over the last quarter century. The question is, which of the young drivers below will be the next to write a chapter of that illustrious history? We are nearly ready for the start of today's race, but in the meantime, let's take a look at the grid. A fantastic effort from Richard Verschoor yesterday puts him on pole position, and it's Jack Doohan in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Behrman, Novalak, Isaac Hadjar, Martins, Vesti, Daruvala, Stanek, Brad Benavidez, Maloney, Fittipaldi, Sunshine, Amaury Cordial, Miney, Leclerc, Hauger, Ayumu Iwasa, Nissany, Pourchaire, Boschon, and Jack Crawford completes the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's get down to the track.
Okay, we are running the alternative strategy because I believe that will provide us with opportunities later. We might struggle right now, but we've got a 19-lap race, so let's see what we can do. And we are underway here at Barcelona. And I didn't think we got away too badly, to be honest. I know that Cordial is going to try and have a look up the inside. Maloney is looking at going around Benavidez. Fittipaldi's going to the inside. And I'm braking as late as I dare because I'm going to try and get round Fittipaldi if I can. I have got round Fittipaldi. And look at Zane Maloney going for it here. The boy from Barbados yet to score a point in this season. But he might find himself in the top 10 if he can get round Benavidez. Side by side, they go into 4. And I think Benavidez might just hold on to the position. Maloney's still up the inside. They still run side by side. And I think Maloney's going to force the issue. And Maloney gets ahead of Benavidez. No, he doesn't. They're still side by side. But I think this is where Benavidez will have to concede. And he still doesn't. He's side by side. Benavidez not letting it go. And in the end, it's Zane Maloney that has to let it go. What a battle that was to witness. As we now try and hang on the back of it. Because if we can hang on the back of it, we might have opportunities to gain places later. Right, end of lap 1, we're in P12. So, in regards to our starting position, we've gained a place. We haven't lost anything. So that's the best possible outcome that we could have had from that. End of lap 1. And our teammate Verschoor is leading. So, that's going to provide some great constructors' points. Fittipaldi is getting ready to potentially shape up a go. Maloney had a bit of a think about it there on Benavidez, but not quite getting it done. And Fittipaldi patiently sticking behind me for now. And the thing is, he's just not getting it done, and we're carrying plenty of speed around the last corner. He's a bit closer this time, though. We might have to defend here. Here comes Fittipaldi down the inside, sending it, and Enzo Fittipaldi getting that done, and Cordial trying to follow him through. Cordial is trying to follow him through. We cannot really be losing too many places here. Cordial has followed him through. We've gone a bit deep, and also having a look as well is Arthur Leclerc. Try and defend, but it's not very easy when you just don't have the tyres to defend with. And Arthur Leclerc is looking at going through, but we're going to go down the inside of 5. Send it back on Leclerc. He's now been passed by Hauger, but Fittipaldi and Cordial are through, and they have made up just a bit of time on us, and that is what we could ill afford right there. Hauger might have another go here. Don't forget, Hauger's close to us in the standings, but he's not looking at scoring any immediate points being in P15. We've been told we've got to overtake Zane Maloney before lap 10, but look how much they're starting to back up into 5 there. So clearly now we're reaching the stage where the harder tyre is the better tyre to be on, And the AI, I think they're going to start pitting around lap 9. So we've got a couple more laps yet. But this is the stage now where our tyre is the better tyre to be on because it's the less worn tyre. And this will give us a nice dose of DRS and a nice big lead to have a little bit of fun with. And we're going to see, hopefully, Vershaw still leading this race when I pit in. We'll see what the gaps are soon. But it's definitely been a strong run on this tyre. I think Behrman's one of the first cars out here. Where is Behrman going to emerge in relation to other? No, it's Jack Doohan that will take the lead, surely. No, Behrman is our leader at this stage, right? Behrman leads Doohan, leads Vershaw. Go on, Ollie! Ollie, Ollie, Ollie! Oi, oi, oi! And we've got 25 seconds of a gap, but we're going to dive into the pits. That is a great pit dive. Really came in at full beans there. And now we go through the ever so slow Barcelona pit stop. Going at 37 miles an hour, it feels like an eternity while we wait for the end of the pit lane to come to our pit box. Turn in. Hopefully this will be a good stop. No dramas, please. Just get the wheels on. Let's go. 4.3 seconds. Not too shabby. Through goes Behrman. Through goes Doohan. Through goes Vershaw. Through goes Hadjar. Through goes Novalak. But we should be out around Victor Martins in P7. So that has worked out brilliantly for us. We've jumped quite a few cars in the pits. And we've got the soft tyres. So this works a treat. Surely we're going to be able to make it into the top 3 here. Especially with the leaders battling. Right, let's go. Let's see what we can do. First up is Victor Martins. Let's not lose any body parts racing him, please. And this is where the traction should do it for us. Like I said, we're going to have about 3 or 4 laps to make this count. So we've really got to make it count. And you can see as we go around the corner just what the traction advantages were. And I'm going to see if we can catch Victor Martins napping down the inside here. We do catch Victor Martins napping. It's a bit of a cheeky dive, but we're up to 6th. And this is really working a treat for us because there's the leading battle. And here we are in 6th with a real chance here at a very strong result. And look how slow Novalak is round the corner. Novalak surely is going to fall prey to us at the end of this lap. Behrman once again going for the lead. We're going for P5 on Novalak. This is where this Spanish race comes alive. Round the outside of Novalak and moving into P5. Next up is Isaac Hadjar in P4 in the... I don't know what team he's racing for, but he's in P4. And we're having a go. Not round there, we're not. But we should be able to make it work into 5. Oh, look how close we're staying with Hadjar. Surely the cars ahead are going to just be a little bit worried here as we move into 4. And I was worried about what we were going to lose coming into this race. But at the moment, we're really in a great position. Look at Vershaw. He's not very, well, sure about that corner. Here we go. He's going to be another easy target here. Surely we're going to be up the inside of him. We are up the inside, and Vershaw, well, didn't make that too hard for us, did he? Now we're up with Jack Doohan and Oliver Behrman. This could be a three-way battle for the lead here. Look at us. The momentum we have, the grip and traction we have. And Doohan, is he going to stand a chance against us? I'm not sure. He might have to defend because we're already alongside him. And we're side by side going down the straight. Behrman's going to have to defend. Behrman does defend. We're a little bit blocked here. Behrman goes to the inside. Doohan's trying to go around the outside of Behrman. I'm trying to keep P2. Doohan's still there. And we managed to take P2. But Jack Doohan not making that easy on me there. As we now start applying the pressure on race leader Oliver Behrman. Here we go. We're behind Ollie Behrman. We're going to have DRS. This might be an easy move, but it's not coming that easy to us. Behrman goes to defend. We're going to go to the outside. Behrman keeping the inside line. Is there an up and under move available to us here? I'm not sure. We're going to go round the outside of the sweeping right there. It's just not available to us. Behrman hangs on. And we're looking left, looking right for a way to pass the Prema driver. It's just not happening at this stage. Oh, using all the circuit. And maybe a little bit more there. I actually had to back out of that one because I was a little bit worried that we were going to do what we did in qualifying. And we're much closer to Ollie Behrman this time. Right, here we go. We've got DRS. Behrman to the defence. We're to the outside. We're side by side heading into turn 1, and we got it done. We lead this Spanish Formula 2 race. Ollie Behrman having to concede, and that was a straightforward overtake for P1, having started P13. But there's still 4 laps to go, and these tyres won't feel quite as good as once they did. So Behrman catching, but nothing he can do there. We still have the advantage. We still got good traction, and if we can just about keep roughly 6, maybe 7 tenths ahead, we're doing a good thing. Right, 7 tenths is the gap, but that's not the line round there. 6 tenths heading into the final corner. This might be enough to hold on to the lead. Here we go. 6.5 tenths is the gap. Coming into lap 17, is Behrman going to have enough to have a send up the inside? I do not think so. No, he is. He's going for it. Ollie Behrman trying to take the lead back of this Spanish Formula 2 race. We've got deep. Behrman's now round the outside, side by side, and Behrman takes it back. Behrman takes it back. I'm on the grass, and now Jack Doohan's trying to come past. We've got to cover from Doohan, and we're going to cover from Doohan. No way through for Doohan there, and he has to back out, and Ollie Behrman taking the lead back in the Prema, and my tyres just not feeling quite as hot as they did earlier, and that's allowing Behrman to just bridge a little bit of a gap, but I'm pushing harder than I dare to recapture that lead. This is not over yet. There are still 2.5 laps to resolve this in our favour. Intense scenes in Barcelona. Oh, trying to run it close to Ollie there, but I'm not going to get the traction out the corner. 6 tenths is the gap. That's all Behrman needed. No, I'm on the gravel. I'm on the gravel, and that has put pay to my attempt there. Pushing too hard. That might allow Doohan to run. We've lost the DRS. We have lost DRS, so I'm going to have to fight Jack Doohan as hard as I can. Doohan's gone for the inside. I'm going to brake as late as I can, and we're still going to try and hold on to P2 here. We have held on to P2 here. Doohan not quite able to do it, but while we're fighting him, Ollie Behrman has decided he's checking out. He is gone, but that has helped us keep Jack Doohan at bay for now. So Doohan won't be close enough to send, but I'm getting closer and closer to Ollie Behrman. So I tell you what, this is not over yet. We've got one more DRS zone, so if I can just keep Ollie Behrman under pressure, we might have a go in the final DRS zone. He's certainly not looking as happy with his tyres as once he did. And the pressure is on. It's the battle of the Brits. The British Civil War as we come round towards the final sector, the final DRS zone, and look at how much my car is sliding. That's how much I'm pushing. How much do I dare give it round here? Everything I got. It's not enough. We're in the DRS, but it's just not going to be enough as we now line up. Oh, the car's really sliding now. It's really protesting. I don't think we've got enough, unfortunately, but what a comeback this has been. P13 to P2. Our strategy to run the alternative strategy really working out for us. It was so nearly the win, but not quite. Ollie Bearman wins the Spanish feature race, but we get second. So some great damage limitation there, and that's a great result.
Well, what a drive that was to take the win for Prema today.
Alex, it's so hard when you've had a mental knock to recover and take victory like that, especially at this level. Brilliant stuff.
As we look back on a thrilling race here today, we can now see the drivers take their places on the podium. It's a familiar sight by now, as it's another successful F2 win for Prema. This drama, you'd be mad not to join us for the next race.
Well, it was pressure on for Ollie Bearman, and we looked to be ahead at one stage, but Bearman never gave up. He overtook us back and took the win, and withheld and withstood everything we could throw at him. Great win for Oliver Bearman, but we take second from P13 on the grid. That is a great race for me, and I'm really chuffed to have taken as many points as I did there. Considering our grid start, I really thought maybe P5 or P6 would be the best we could get, but it's another podium. So Bearman wins, we get second, Doohan third, Verschoor fourth, Hadjar fifth, Novalak gets sixth, then it's Victor Martins, Vesti, Stanek and Benavides. Zane Maloney just missing out on a point. I'll tell you this much, I really gave it everything to try and get that win. And when we used the alternative strategy, the pace was great. We came out in P7. I went attack, attack, attack. Unfortunately, I don't think we quite had the tyres at the end to really push on. We got ahead of Bearman, but Bearman stayed within the DRS and got us back. Still a great race, and the championship gap now extends to 27 points to Victor Martins. Bearman moves up to third. De Ruvela gets ahead of Pourchaire, and Verschoor now sitting sixth. Then it's Vesti and Hauger dropping down, despite being the only driver to do the double this season, and Iwasa and Doohan rounding out your top 10. And in the Constructors, VAR hold the lead over ART. Prema move up though this weekend after a strong race. Well guys, thank you so much for watching a dramatic Spanish Grand Prix Formula 2 weekend. Don't forget to leave a like, hit subscribe if you're new and you want to see more content from me. Until the next time, I've been Joe, TTFN, ta-ta for now, take care, and I'll see you all soon.